perspective, it's very important that we perform data preservation and device sanitization, okay? That means that if we are decommissioning a server, then we ask the question, where is the data supposed to be transferred to? And these are the questions that change management should ask, to make sure that in the process, before you turn off that server or network equipment, have we saved the configurations? Are they backed up somewhere? Is the data that is hosted, has it been backed up somewhere? And we can recover it just in case. For user devices, it's very important that we have a sanitization process, okay? And this is because of security purposes, okay? If you assign devices to another person, so let's say there has been a change in your organization, somebody has left, a new person has come. If we don't do proper sanitization, then somebody can actually go in and recover the previous person's data. And that's what happens a lot when devices are lost or are stolen. Somebody or donated, then somebody can go in and use software to actually extract previous data from the device. So it's very important that as an IT organization, let's clearly define what is our sanitization protocol. What are the tools do we use for sanitization, and what checks we make on a sanitized device before we reassign it to someone else. Then we update our asset register, and then we think about disposal. So when it comes to disposal, it's very important for us to understand what is the business framework as far as infrastructure disposal is concerned, and are we aligned to it? We also have to think about the environment, okay? NEMA have draft e-waste regulations that it's important for us as IT practitioners to go in and check them to understand whenever we are making a disposal of an IT infrastructure, whether it's a UPS, a generator, an end user device, a rack, and the like, how do we dispose if we've decided that we are going to dispose, okay? If we are going to donate our old IT infrastructure to an education institution or wherever else that you donate IT infrastructure, we need to understand what is the disposal process. Because you remember that as we are exiting an IT infrastructure, it goes back to procurement and finance because of updating the fixed asset register. So value information is key. ISO 14001 is the standard for environmental management system. So that becomes also a reference for us from IT, because we need to understand what is the business decision for disposal. Of course, we can reuse, which means we can vandalize certain elements from a device, okay? So let's say there's a laptop that has crashed and is no longer of value. But the memory could be of value, the screen could be of value, the keyboard could be of value if we have a reuse policy. So it's very important that we define this upfront. What is reuse for us? What are the spares we can acquire? If we are going to hand over our old laptops to a school, what is the process by which we do that? So the sanitization comes in, and then the updating of our asset register, okay? This is just a snippet from the NEMA e-waste regulations. The generator shall ensure e-waste is segregated from other forms. So it's very important that as we dispose e-waste, then we make sure that it is kept in the right place, okay? The other thing is nobody shall dispose e-waste by burning in non-designated waste receptacles or by burial, okay? So of course, I'll ask you the question. If I came to your agency or function, where will I find your e-waste? Is it in a designated receptacle that says this is e-waste? Or is it mixed together with paper, food waste? Okay? So already if you are in that particular regard, then please go back on Monday or wherever day you are going back ask the question, what is our framework for disposal? Do we have designated IT receptacles for e-waste? Okay. I was doing an assessment at a leading bank, and I saw in the meeting room, we're using UPS as a doorstop. So I was asking the question, an old UPS is very good as a doorstop, but is that the correct disposal? Yeah. So what are we using? Oh, that is reuse. Good point right there. Okay. All right. So we've looked at the entire life cycle of infrastructure management. And so if you have a formal working infrastructure management approach, then some of the benefits that you can get include cost savings, reliability, security, agility, compliance, and so forth. Okay? So key takeaways for you from an infrastructure management perspective is to ask the question, one, which maturity level are we? And two, have we defined our life cycle for infrastructure management? And three, have we invested in the right tools that can give us visibility across all the IT infrastructure management? Okay, let's do a short survey.